It's been months since we've been camping. We sold our old caravan back in June and we're waiting for our upgraded next-gen caravan to arrive. But we needed some adventure. We needed to go wild and we needed to enjoy some more of this beautiful country of ours. So we booked a night in the bush, 4 hours walk from the closest road in the Kaimais, hoping that the weather would be in our favour and we'd get a bit of that outdoor fix that we were longing for. Unfortunately, the weather was looking very average and COVID just arrived in our town, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get this video started. No good camping trip is complete without some awesome food, and because this was our kids' first time tramping, we needed to get some good snacks to make this a good time. Feeding a family of 5 with one little gas burner. Woo!
You pack? Finding my sleeping bag.
I always forget to introduce ourselves. We are the Leopard family. I'm Mike and my wife Soph and Jade and Riley and Toby. We're a family that love the outdoors in Rotorua. We love going camping with our kids. With some pretty bad weather recently, the forecast was improving, although the air was super humid. We were on the road with our coffees, dodging a few of the rain showers, watching the weather slowly clear. After the car ride and we arrived at the end of Franklin Road to start the Waitawheta Tramway line, we're pretty excited.
We have arrived and it is thick and humid. But it's not raining. Goodbye cruel world, we are off on an adventure.
Goodbye COVID world.
Yeah, we just saw on our phones that there's COVID in Rotorua now. First day of cases there.
It's a pretty straightforward trail. It used to be an old tramway that they used to use for logging Cody logs out of the forest. But now it's an awesome hike. It's pretty flat, just follows the river, no serious hill climbs. It is 10.5 kilometres, which is quite a long way when you're carrying a pack and you're new to this.
This is a shoe cleaning station to keep our forests protected. There's a random tree disease that's killing one of our strongest, tallest native trees. So cleaning our footwear, we stop the spread of any soil bugs, I guess.
So the far north of New Zealand is where you're going to find the most mature Cody, which are left. Most of it has been milled. And here's a photo of me and Jade at Tāne Mahuta, New Zealand's biggest Cody tree.
Well, that's me. I'm sweating profusely already. It's all over. I need a waterfall to dunk myself in. Yeah, I know that. So when you bring your kids out into the bush, they become friends rather than arguing constantly like normal.
It is a very achievable first time tramp for the kids, but I'm just going to shush now and just show you some of the awesome scenery that we got to experience.
Sure. That's what I've been looking for. You can hear Jade saying, that just made me so happy. Well, if morale was getting low at all, which it's not, that waterfall really just gave everyone even more luck of a boost.
Tuck them back here.
Now if you watch closely, you'll see this boy throwing tons of stuff off these bridges. When you go for a tramp after some heavy rain, it just brings out all those little extra little waterfalls and it's magic. Careful there, little Jade, crossing the deep stream and slippery rocks.
Jade. Time for a bit of lunch now. We'll have, well, it's 3 o'clock, but we haven't had lunch. Pretty awesome walk. I'm starting to feel some of the weight that's in this pack though. When we get to the hut, which should be a couple of k's away, I'll show you what's in there.
Toby's little 6-year-old legs were starting to feel a bit tired at this point. This is about 8.5 k's in.
Alright, so important update. We've come to the sign. The river's quite full, as you would have seen in the videos. The Waitawheta hut is 2 kilometres if it's flooded. Use this track if river is flooded. The Waitawheta hut, 100 metres. Oh no, the toilet.
So the bypass was only going to save you about 400 metres, and the river was clearly too flooded, and the rocks in there were really big, so it would have made us fall over.
So if you ever do this track, and you take the flooded river route, you just follow these orange triangles. Another one up there. We just completed the bypass. We just ticked over 9 k's now, and it said at a sign at the bottom, 1.2 kilometres to the hut. I think we're all looking forward to getting there now and taking our packs off and getting our soaking wet shoes off. But the bypass is pretty cool with the little rivers and stuff there. Alright, little update, we have ticked over 10 kilometres now, so we should be at the hut the next few hundred metres. Pretty excited. Wow. So this is where they milled the wood and cut it.
Right. It stopped cutting. Oh, it actually goes pretty far down.
Look. Is that it? I can see
And with
it.
the side of the hut, the girls were off.
So they have hundreds of these huts spread out all through New Zealand for people to go and explore the great outdoors. So this hut has 26 beds, a fire, toilet, probably rainwater collected.
If you're not familiar with the Department of Conservation huts, there are all kinds of different ones. This is like a really nice one, 26 beds, but some of them are as small as 3 beds. So they're all different depending on, I guess, how remote and how utilised the area is.
Probably could have got some better tramping, like cooking gear, because I just brought the massive frying pan from home. And I also brought the big pot, which has got a bunch of veggies in it. Yeah. So it's going to file it up.
Oh, Toby will. Hey, Toby.
Yeah, I'm gonna light the fire. There's heaps of firewood here. Good to keep the people warm.
So this dock campsite has got composting toilets. No toilet paper though. Lucky we brought a little bit. Woo! I think you're supposed to shut the toilet lid, aren't you? Isn't it beautiful? Nothing but beautiful nature. So for dinner tonight we're having a curry, venison sausages, some kumara, some capsicum and onion, some coconut cream, some dehydrated chickpeas and peas, some korma paste and slow creamy curry, and some rice. That is, I don't think that's a backcountry meal, is it? It's gonna be delicious. So in the huts, they usually have like a few maps you can look at. Jade's reading a couple of magazines. We brought some cards somewhere.
And I'm doing my here.
Otherwise, you just hang out, you just chill out and forget about the problems of the world. How good is this looking?
Mom, does free count?
But we even got fresh coriander. Oh, and our rice over here.
Right, what was the best?
Oh, yum. That looks so delicious.
So the rest of the evening we chatted, we did the dishes, and there's actually a little glowworm walk, which is only a few hundred metres from the hut. So we went and did that. The kids roasted some marshmallows before we went to bed.
Well, good morning, GoPro. We're all feeling a little bit tired this morning. Wasn't really the best sleep last night. Got some porridge going for breakfast. The kids charged on up here yesterday, but I think there's going to be a few more rests on the way out.
Well, we've pretty much finished cleaning up, back into our old dirty smelly clothes from yesterday. I think we'll be looking forward to a waterfall to have another rinse off. I think it's going to get quite warm. What's the vibe, Soph?
Yeah, I'm still really impressed with the kids. They're doing awesome. We'll see how we're feeling a bit later on.
Dad's having a little snooze before we leave.
Yep, despite some brave faces for the camera, everyone was definitely feeling a bit tired.
Alright, and that's us, we're out of here. Time to start our nice long 4-hour walk back to the truck.
It's surprising how downhill the trail was. You didn't really notice that you were going up so much on the way in, but on the way back you definitely felt the downhill, which was rather nice.
The water's definitely a lot lower today. Yeah. Toby pointed out probably an old Cody stump. Things are huge.
Swept me off the feet and made me whole again. You came in my life. I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again.
Well, we're pretty much back to the truck now. So we're kind of going to end the episode there. Hope you've enjoyed our first overnight tramp. It was really fun. I think we all had a good time. If you're new here and you enjoyed that video, you should maybe check out some of our other adventures and think about subscribing, because we're trying to get to 1,000 and that would really help us out. And we don't do clickbait videos, they're all fun and good adventures.
Never knew the life had just begun. You came into my life like a sweet embrace.